Okay, the Shopsmith Mark V project. Oh, I'm tired by this point. Okay, so I've got basically the spindle out of there that does the drill press, and I cut an access hole over here, similar to what they do on the 510 now. That way I can reach through here to the on and off switch and the speed control and the belts and that kind of stuff without having to fight it. And I cut a 3 5/8 hole, which is bigger than what they have, but anyway. I got the headstock freed up so I can travel up and down. The tooling rest slide piece, that's freed up. The way tubes, I don't care about the bottom ones, I'll clean them up later, but these I just went ahead and waxed them and did them with steel wool, and so I can slide freely now. And I did the cross bolts and all that stuff, oiled them, got them freed up, checked the drive belt, dropped the motor, and let's see if we can view down through there. Okay, so here's the motor, and in there's this is how should we say it, that's the tensioner for the Shopsmith. Excuse me. And your drive speed cone pulley assembly thing is right here. And I think part of the old gentleman's problem was I don't know where he got this belt, but I don't believe it's right at all. I think it's way too small. So listen to this. That runs nice and clean, no bearing noise, anything like that. But it won't run at all. It goes into a bind when it has that drive belt on it. And honestly, that drive belt is so small that there's no adjustment room at all. I mean, that cone piece for speed can be spread all the way open and to the arbor, and that's still too tight in order to get the engine to turn. So you're gonna have to look into what belt that is that belongs on this model and get it. So so far the only cost is picking it up, cleaning it up. Cleaning it as labor and material and whatever. I messed up a piece on the switch when I pulled it out. I was fussing with the motor. It's heavy to support that motor and deal with that by yourself. I managed to yank off one of the little terminal ends that go to the switch, so I had to replace it. It was like $2.99. So all the bearings are free. Everything turns well. That kind of deal. No complaints. So I think honestly I'm going to be into it for time and a terminal part, and probably a belt. And knock on wood, hopefully there's nothing else, but there's probably some little stuff, but I'm more concerned about let's get it running and as far as drive assembly, because the rest of it's fine. And then as far as that cutout that I did, I've been casting aluminum, so I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and cast a cover that'll go on there, and probably put John's initials cast into it. So there's the side. So when you dial this, there's a finger in there that goes to a shaft, and that is operated by the dial over there, and it forces that cone to open and close. And all that stuff seems to be right. Now I will say that there's on part of the assembly for that, there's back behind this plate there's a little shaft, and it has a little I don't know, a little keeper clip. I forget what they call it at the moment, but that clip was coming off and it was causing problems, and so the gentleman was probably having trouble with that too. Another spot that I had trouble with was these two areas. I'm going to move where the light's better. So right here is an Allen set, and that's for this stock spindle assembly. You got to back that out to get that spindle assembly out, and then the same thing here for the one that goes through for the drill press, and you know, so you can lock it. That piece had to come out, and it was, both of those are capped in kind of a red, I don't know, some kind of putty crap, and then it's the same Allen set screw size that you use for the rest of the tools on Shopsmith. So I was able to kind of wiggle that out. I couldn't get this one out, so I ended up wiggling that shaft out of there without getting that out. And then I figured out that now that's out, I can actually go through, but I can't back up. So I went and took that Allen set all the way through, and then I chased it out, and I put new Allens in both of those, just so I didn't have to fuss with any problems. So we're getting close. Anyway, have a good day. Bye.